Welcome back, everyone, to Blood Rush League Season 4 Reformation with a very exciting game tonight of Arkham vs. Explicit. Explicit's going to be up first on our Dracula set, and it should be a very exciting match for us all tonight, but I'm not here alone to cast these awesome games we have coming up. I'm joined by a very good friend of mine, Phoenix. Phoenix, how are we feeling, man? Dracula, I believe this is the killer that you tend to play.
It is honestly, cheeky little short swing we get through the palette there. I don't think I've seen Dracula played on Ironworks of Misery too often. Unfortunately, Lara didn't quite play around the Lapis play there, but that's okay. She's taking a chase at I want to say a decent spot away from the map, away from main, away from Shack. But, unlucky with the wolf there. I kind of like this build, but I'm also kind of against it. It's like an all or nothing build. But I'm curious to see how it goes. I mean, especially on a map like this, and I believe recently in the bug fix patch, they changed it so that Ruin or at least the two Hex totems can't spawn in main together. So Hex spawns should be a little bit more challenging for survivors and more beneficial for the killer here.
We'll have to see if the changes do impact much, but not having totems spawn so close definitely will be a benefit for our killer players that enjoy their totems. And we do have a really nice early hook onto Leo, and we have found our active with someone still working it as well, but they do manage to slip away. Our Renato, Dio, does make their way towards Shaq, but we do see also the pull onto Leo. So that was a nice quick pull, get him off the hill.
I think that was the perk Come and Get Me, which acts as a sort of, I believe it hides scratch marks and pools of blood from injured survivors, and but it doesn't do much. I like the perk usage though. I do remember a game where, or one particular game where it was used on a nurse set. I believe Sen used it from 2 Savage in a set against, I think it was, off the top of my head, maybe Kratos. And it worked tremendously to cover the scratch marks of the tunnel out. It was insane. Unfortunately, it didn't get too much value here, but I love the perk usage, especially on the big maps such as Ironworks of Misery 2.
Oh yeah, especially for potentially your tunnel out, being able to avoid those blood pools, especially since Drac cannot see survivors while in bat form. Definitely good idea in perk usage to try and make it so that that tunnel out can get some distance and maybe not get picked up again, but unfortunately Lara did make some grunts, so was caught out and didn't have too many resources to use, so we'll be...
Oh, unfortunately we've put out the Renato here, or is it fortunate? We'll see. I mean, maybe Renato wanted to be caught out here, maybe someone gets a pull, but I don't know. I don't like seeing 3 survivors swarm together so close like this. Not stealthing for the pool, just kind of making themselves seem like this. It's just, I don't agree with play. You don't have a ton of gen pressure right now. And if you get a death for this, it's just, it's dire. Like, where do you go from here? And if you do get a death from this, you have little to no gen pressure on the board because you're kind of just hanging by the hook when... I don't know. I'm not happy with how the survivors have played this, but maybe they have something up their sleeve and will surprise us in the end. Guys in? I believe our good friend goes see him. Maybe his internet cut out, that's okay. We'll continue casting until he's back. But yeah, I mean, with the death on the board, this is looking really good for Kenji here. I mean, they did seem to bring the progress back. I saw the gen progress earlier, and I mean, never mind, I spoke too soon. It is regressing. Ruin putting in a decent amount of work here. I mean, this could be a turning point for, well, I mean, I say a turning point. Kenji's done phenomenal to get a tunnel out at 3 gens, but this could be really good for our Dracula player. Looks like we're trying to spot someone out, but unfortunately there is just, oh, okay, we do find the saga here. There is a ton of progress in Shack, but that's okay. I mean, if we can get a quick, fast hook, fast down, maybe we can get pain res before the 3rd gen pops, because we know 2nd gen is likely to pop here, especially with no Eruption or Call of Briner of the sort. That's a go. Chasing Saga down to his tower gem here. Yeah. I don't agree with how we've zoned the Survivor here, but I could be wrong. I don't know, it just felt like we gave the Survivor too much distance the way we broke the Paladin transform. Oh, okay. Pull that health up. You know what? I'm eating my words. I'm eating my words. I was gonna say, I don't agree, I didn't agree with the play, but you know what? My words have been eaten. The issue is we do need a pain res, but the issue is here the pain res hooks are so far from our active gens, but our hooks next to our active gens and not pain res hooks. So it's kind of a gamble here. But I think it's a good gamble to take. The only issue here is with Deja on like getting a little bit of progress on main, and we saw Deja Resi putting in work as well. I love that combo. I won't lie. It's such a risky build because I think I was gonna say we're gonna get the sun there, but not quite. I think all form of Dracula has to be like what, one of the harder killers to get a stun on, at least in my experience. Okay, we spotted out the Renato here. I was gonna say I do like Deja Resi. It's one of those builds where you don't want to stay injured too long, or you don't want to stay injured just to get value out of the speed. But when you are injured and just working your gen somewhere, you get insane gen repair speed, especially putting it on like your like one of the stronger survivors to be chased, because the second that survivor's left alone and the second the killer can't commit to that chase, they're pumping away gens, they're cranking it. And speaking of cranking gens, I'm curious to see if we can get another gen out of this, but I think we are going to get second stage on the Saga here. It does look like we are going to get another gen from Nye working a gen in the back.
Hello, I'm afraid our Discord is currently experiencing some technical difficulties, so I have lost connection to Phoenix, and I think Ghosty might have just had internet issues. So hello, I am Mal. I will be temporarily casting this game, filling in for the other two, as we are in chase here with Dealmaker. This Ken J has been playing extraordinarily well here, with 2 gens remaining in a 1v3 with an injured survivor on first hook and a healthy survivor on death hook, and we just managed to injure our final fresh hook survivor here, and they're gonna take the chase here to Shack. Honestly, I think Wretched Fate and Ruin have proved to have tremendous value this game, with extraordinarily like crazy gen regression from Ruin, and the slowdown by Wretched Fate is huge value up until we've chased Renato here. But we will be claiming our 4th fresh hook here as we get the down, and we will likely be picking and hooking for a pain res as well. Renato falling down towards the basement stairs, wasting a bit more time for Dracula. We could see here that in the background we have Saga here, Animate, working on this main gen, trying to get this done, but unfortunately pain res does hit it alongside Ruin. And we are off to that farm looking for our final 2 survivors here. This is very much looking like a 4K2, maybe a 4K1 if the survivors play it really well, but it is definitely looking like a 4K. We get a very good hit there on Saga. If we down Saga here and eliminate her, this is like pretty much, you're not expected to finish a gen in a 1v2, especially when one of the 2 survivors is affected by Wretched Fate and Ruin is in play. Like, it might be a bit cooked here. As speaking of cooked, Saga gets hit by Hellfire, unfortunately over this rock. Very well played by Kenji here with an amazing Hellfire down. And we will be getting our second sacrifice here with 2 champs remaining. We go off back to main and we see blood here, and it looks like this will be our Renato entering a chase, and we could see here Knight here on Ace working away in a gen, but it's only about 1/4 remaining as Dealmaker unfortunately could not was slightly too fat to dodge that Hellfire, even if they were pressed up against the wall. Very well played by Kenji there. That was pretty much undodgeable. I don't think Dealmaker could do anything to dodge that Hellfire, and we do spot our final survivor, Ace here, going to enter our final chase of the trial, securing us a 4K2 here for our wonderful Dracula. Kenji playing for Explicit. Going up to this hill, and we got a wonderful bounce. They do get the reset, but unfortunately they don't have enough distance to make anywhere, and they do go down, and we are now in our final chase of the trial with Renato. Once again, Kenji sends another wonderful Hellfire, securing the second slug of the 2. We will be getting our pick here on Ace, and pretty much we will be wrapping up this game with a 4K2 here for Explicit. Oh my. This is very good performance, considering how large the map is here, and we will be getting our Mori on poor Renato. Oh. This is not gonna lie, this Mori always makes me squirm. Poor Renato. But well played by Kenji, and we'll see you in a bit. What a wonderful first game there, and I apologize for the technical difficulties of Ghosty's internet dying, followed by Discord just breaking. We will be hopefully figure it out during the intermission, and we'll have Ghosty and Phoenix back, or maybe Phoenix and myself if Ghosty's internet is not able to recover before the next game. Thank you all for being here, and we will be back with Arkham's Killer next on Dracula with a win condition of 4K3 and a tie condition of 4K2. See you guys in a bit.
Welcome back, everyone. We're on game 2 of our match of Arkham vs Explicit for Blood Rush League Season 4 Reformation, with an amazing performance by Mal taking over for myself and Phoenix while we had a unfortunate issue with Discord. Love Discord sometimes. And a really good result of our match. A 4K2 was locked in. Very well played by Kenji, meaning that Knight, Arkham's Killer, will need a 4K3 to win our Drac set, or a 4K2 to tie, so does have some tools to play with. Phoenix, we're back in the caster's booth, thankfully, and it looks like our first chase onto Dustin, Kenji from... Oh no, this is Jake, Luminous! I almost got mistaken. But what do you think of a 4K3 win condition?
Honestly, I want to say it's not doable, but look, anything can happen, right? For all we know, you could... Maybe we can get like a fast chase, or we can snowball, or we can have something happen, right? But Dracula's a very strong killer, especially for what ages now, being one of the top 5 ranking killers. You could make something. Oh, almost gonna go down there, not quite. Unfortunately, we don't get the Hellfire flick. It looks like we pressed M1 a little bit too early when trying to go for the flick there. There is a little bit of a time. Oh my days, the jukes coming in. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking dire. It's looking dire. Look, maybe at like we got Pain Rest, we got Wretched, we got Eruption. We can make something happen. I don't agree with the first chase that we've taken, but also what can you do, right? Like, the more time you waste with such a rough run, the sooner Gen can pop, right? Like if he left that chase early on, it could have been rough for him. And just like we have Knight on the Dark Lord. Funny enough as it is, we've also got Adam on the Dual Valentine. Something else Adam is on is Low Quarters also. Hopefully these chases are going to show little to no buckle, no fear, no stress, no pressure from Spiders. Just you know, keep the confidence up, keep going. And I think that was Come and Get Me on the Jill thing. I believe was what that was. Yeah, it was. Okay, that was. I love this perk. I love seeing this perk. I wonder if it's going to be enough to conceal the Jake's location. Maybe we can why I don't like it. I still like the use of the perk though, and we can see on the Jake there he does have a new perk from Quan. It allows you to drop start moving sooner once you've dropped the pallet. Very nice Hellfire. Maybe we can follow up on down here, but unfortunate. And we are down to our icon. Rosie, what do you think? Do you think this is still recoverable at all? I don't know, it's looking dire.
It's very dire as well. At win condition of 4K3 already, and we've had our 2 gens pop in the background. Unfortunate miss on the Hellfire. But no, it is looking very, very bad for our Dracula the Knight. And an unfortunate miss on the pounce again. Luminous pulling off a really nice chase here. And we can see in the background our survivors are splitting 3 gens, I believe. If not, we have at least a double into another gen by
God, that's good.
winning the 50 on the pallet. Luminos is kind of cooking at the moment. What, another missed Hellfire. This is...
Oh, he was trying to change forms there.
We have our pallet break. This is good. We get rid of that pallet because it does feel like a bit of a strong one. Luminous doing a bit of a jiggy up to our foresight, and Ace is nearby, so it could be there for a potential hit take to extend our chase more. We win another 50. This is baff.
It's getting nervous. It's getting nervous now.
The pressure, I think, is starting to build up, and these gens are also whirling. The motors are cranking. Yeah, I think I agree fully that nothing is impossible in the competitive DVD scene. It looks like we're actually dropping our chase onto Luminos to stop Ace from completing their gen. But I do think that means that we will be seeing another gen pop in the background, unfortunately. So we will be at tie condition, I think, momentarily. And Jake's been found out again. Oh, a very nice pound to get that down, but we do have a gen pop. And our 4th gen pops, meaning that Arkham, unfortunately, will not be taking our Dracula set. I think the pressure may have been a bit there at the start. A really, really strong chase by Luminos to start things off, allowing the other 3 survivors to 3-split our generators. And yeah, like, honestly, Phoenix, I think Knight has played very well, but I'm wondering if maybe the pressure was starting to build up a little bit, since usually you would hope that you'd only have to do like a 4K2 maybe for a win con, but a 4K3, that would have been honestly a scary win condition for almost any killer, apart from like maybe the really high tier killers, like maybe the nurses or something. But I think even Blight, Phoenix, from memory, you're a bit of a Blight gamer yourself. 4K3 even seems most times a bit scary on Blight, let alone Dracula, who, yes, is known as one of our powerhouses, but can still find it a bit rough.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I mean, you can see why Explicit chose this set. They're very confident on the Dracula, good patience and waiting out. I believe the BT was what that was, because I don't think that Heart's allowed on the Dark Lord sets, but I'm very well played tonight for at least going for the best result you possibly can. Were they tripling that gen? Oh my days. No, it was a double, but it was... I was gonna say, that was a very bold move, thinking maybe we can pop that in time, but even with Wretched Fate active, it's not looking... I don't think this is gonna be 4K territory, but at the very least, maybe we can get some high stages on the board. Walk out with our pride. And honestly, I'd even say, like, for a map such as Iron Works Misery 2, maybe 7 or 8 stages is like 7 or 8 stages you'd probably be really happy with, no? I think for
agree.
this map, oh yeah, 100%. Oh, nice Hellfire. Oh, gen done in time. Oh my days, was that? I think that was from burst, right? I was gonna say, if that was for a second I thought that was Adrenaline, but then I saw the Jill was in fact injured still. Although there have been times I've seen Adrenaline play when we've been stacking the gen from other survivors in other sets before, but I believe... But from what I can see, it was the Ace with Adrenaline, so it wasn't exactly we weren't quite going for the aura farm. Besides AC, sorry, I was gonna say Ditto going here for the aura farm. 6 stages too fresh. I think with such a rough win con, it was a commendable effort. And honestly, I love seeing the drags in it. And hey, it's not over just yet. We saw why Explicit picked the Dark Lord. They're very confident in the set. But I'm keen to see Arkham's Lich. I mean, maybe we see a reverse sweep here of some sort. We'll have to find out. I'm also curious to see I think it's called 5 Steps Ahead, the new perk. I'm not too sure if it's allowed on the 5 Moves Ahead. I'm not too sure if it's allowed on Lich, but if it is, I'm very curious to see how it works with the mage interaction. I'd imagine it'd be an insanely good perk if it is brought into the trial.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a very spicy perk if they the balancing team have allowed it for our Lich, but it won't be too long till you have your answers, Phoenix, because we'll be entering a very short intermission, but really well played by Explicit and Arkham for our Dracula set, so bear with us, we'll be back with our Lich set in a very short moment.
Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket round 1 here on week 1 with Arkham versus Explicit. We are continuing our match from yesterday, which was postponed due to technical difficulties. So we are here on our second set with Arkham's Killer here with Mate on the Lich in Ormond Lake Mine against Explicit Survivors, and we get Adam here getting M1 extremely quickly as they run into Mate at the bottom of main. I'm joined with me here by my best friend, Phoenix. Phoenix, how are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. I won't lie. I'm not. My words have been said. I was gonna say I wasn't a big fan of the Spancel on the skull. I felt like it gave the survivor a bit of a warning, but like it comes in handy. I won't lie. And at the end of the day, the skull isn't always guaranteed to give you a hit. Either way, that was really clean with the hand. And forcing the pickup. I wasn't expecting that, especially the timing of things. I do like the build though.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see a lack of Blood Fever, but I mean, Wretched is also pretty good.
I mean, Jen's slowdown is pretty strong, right? And I guess Lich has
true.
a bit of counterplay already around like the pallets with like Mage Hand and Skulls. Ooh, very good uncrouchable
Oh my
skulls
god, that was
there.
clean.
I think Mate's kind of cooking. They might be a bit of a Lich gamer here, Phoenix.
I'm actually, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean,
Oh no!
oh dear,
A bit of a whiff there, very unfortunate.
Just getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I think I was
Yeah.
gonna say the shack out there. I'm surprised we greeted that, but we did end up getting away with it a little bit.
And it looks like we have the generator at 1 already about to pop here with Ditter on the gen, but we did catch Adam once again here, and they do go down underneath
Oh my
the
god,
pallet.
the clean M1 Spancel. I like that. I like
All
the
right,
M1
so that's
Spancel. That was clean.
two Spancels within the first like 2 minutes of the set. Okay, very. How many times will Phoenix say Spancel this casting? Just kidding, Phoenix. Love you.
I love Lich's many niche tags. It's a lot of fun. Well, I mean, this one isn't particularly niche, but just seeing all the different things you can do with Vecna, I think the mind game aspect of it is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we get
Another
to elevation here.
uncrouchable
The
skulls,
good thing
but
about
Ditter-
going for elevations is it zones the survivor away and forces injuries alike. So here
Yeah.
on Ditto, we've gotten an M1.
Phoenix,
really good.
Phoenix, what do you think of the state of the game right now? We have 2 injured survivors. We have 1 survivor on Death Hook that just got unhooked. We're at 4 generators remaining. Is this looking like a 4K, you think?
I'm thinking this is going to be I'm going to say this is a 4K too. Maybe even 4K3 easily. I think we've given too many tags away, and as a result, we haven't got enough gen pressure. I mean, like, it's rough with the elevation and things like that, but I think if we had better death spots, if we had like less survivors just being seen and just everywhere. I feel like the positioning could have been a lot better here. But regardless, maybe we can bring this game back. I mean, we do have a gen that looks like going to pop in the background with Kenji working. I believe it's 8 at the
It's a
moment,
7
or 8.
gen, yeah. And we are in chase here with Ditter. Not the ideal chase, as we do run Wretched Fate, and this is our obsession. So ideally, we'll be chasing someone else, as Ditter's gen pressure will be pretty lackluster while Wretched Fate is up. Very good dodge on the skull, and we're forced that Shack Ballad. I don't know, Phoenix. I think Mate is kind of cooking right now, deciding to drop Ditter here, looking for the survivor that did the gen here at 7, which I believe was Kenji, who is on another gen at the moment here at 8. And we're 2 gens remaining, Phoenix, just like that.
I don't agree with this chase just because I saw that we left Ditter earlier, Shack, and then it appeared like we were going to leave Ditter, but we've continued to chase this, which fair enough, right? I mean, here's the injured over. Oh, he doesn't get the timing.
I find
the timing's really not together.
I don't know. Recently, you said Phoenix. At least you told me like in a few weeks ago that there was a bit of a change up on the timing on that pallet drop, and I've been struggling, and some of my other friends also have been struggling getting that pallet drop on that mage hand to get the stun without getting M1. But maybe it's a skill issue on our end.
It's a little ping reliant, but also the timing comes down to, from what I see, I mean, the Lich has both add-ons when it comes to forcing the mage hand pallet drop. Or I should say the redrop timing is significantly more ping reliant when you have both Trickster's Glove and Boots of Speed equipped because of how long it holds up the pallet form. But if you have extremely low ping and you know the timing, you can get it consistent every time. You can get the redrop. I think the use of the add-ons here is benefiting me significantly. We've won the 50 on the Cock and Ball Torture tile. It's unfortunately not the most enjoyable tile to play, but
that's definitely
if you win the 50.
Yeah. Name for that tile.
No, but like genuinely, that tile is such a pain in the ass.
Very unique name. But yeah, no, that tile is not the safest I find. Hey, at least it's not match 6, but I don't know, Phoenix. We're at 2 gens remaining. We have all of our hexes still up. Wretched is still in play. Ditter is injured and affected by Wretched. We have Luminous as well, injured. The only uninjured person is Kenji right now, who is in a chase.
It does look like they're healing though in the background.
Oh, it looks like it.
Break has been procced.
Clean break and a heal on Ditter. And oh my
god!
God!
Get hit by the elevation skull. Oh my god!
Oh my god! On such a narrow
Not
passageway.
getting hit by the elevation is actually huge for them here.
Yeah.
I feel like you could afford to leave this, no? Like I don't know if I agree with committing this.
I think you have time to commit this, because like we know that they're resetting. We have Ruin in play. Gens are gonna be regressing. Ditter has Wretched Fate. We have a Pain Res available.
Oh, he knows the tech. He knows the timing.
Oh my god.
So does Kenji. It looks like a battle of the minds here. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of neck and neck.
Phoenix with another Lich tech that you know, I assume it had something to do with the fly and faking like going over the pallet.
Oh, Gen does pop in the
get the
background.
gen
I honestly think if we took the tag and then left to go find another gen, we could have maybe interrupted that. But at the same time,
it looks like the clean break. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it did.
It did look like they did double that main gen, which is why it finished so fast, despite Wretched Fate being in play, which is like crazy. Honestly, I thought we had a bit more time there to get that down and get that pain res, but fair enough. I guess my bad on my macro there.
I think that's because the Luminous that was doubling the main gen with Ditter had Deja, so it was able to pop just a little bit quicker.
Oh, I see.
But
and I guess they did.
I can't understand why it. Sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say, I guess they did spend half the time resetting, as Luminous did use Clean Break, right? So they only had to tap him, and then he presses the Clean Break button.
Oh, true.
They do get the
I like
pull.
this. Does he know the tech? He does. He knows the tech.
Not another tech, Phoenix.
I honestly, if you hold fly without actually casting the spell. Oh my god, we got clean. That is so clean.
Oh, we got the pick instead of continuing the chase here.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the mechanics on Mate here. I will say though,
Mate showing us why they picked the Lich set. This is Arkham's killer pick, and very much justified, I feel.
Oh, 100%. Know what they're doing. I'm honestly curious also to see Arkham's survivor side of things.
Yeah.
Just because if your killer is this knowledgeable on the Lich, and also these, I do want to say Explicit survivors have been playing really well, especially Kenji, a couple of times playing around things like Elevation, and a couple of techs like the flying over the pallet and then the reverse. They were very patient with it and won the 50th result.
Ooh, very good
God,
crouch by
that
the
was
survivors.
almost clean.
Also, Kenji getting those gens done earlier. I'm pretty sure they popped 7 and 8. Very good gen pressure by them. However, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is looking very scary as the gen here in bottom mid by Shaq is looking to be about 80%. Like, we have Ruin, we have one more Pain Res, but I feel like if we commit the hook here on Kenji, it might actually be like 99 or like 90. Like, Jake might just full commit it for the finish.
Oh,
We do get the tag here.
you should have vaulted it, but it is a little rough, because if you do vault in, you're playing a 50, right? And then you're stuck there. It's one of those things where if you vault in and the killer doesn't be on the other side of Shaq wall there, you're in a better position. But if you take a tag when you vault in, it's worse for you. It's rougher. It's a bad tag.
So we're here playing on this little like waist-high Z-wall. Also, by the way, Luminous crouching those skulls very big. Extending the chase for as long as possible. They actually make it to the pallet here, exiting that like waist-high Z-wall, and they're going to enter the jungle gym here at 9, but
honestly,
the pallet has been dropped,
this
Phoenix.
is looking close. I'm not too sure if I... Nah, they must be resetting, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking...
They are currently working on Jan Phoenix, and will that Pain Res hit? The answer is yes, they're hitting the Jan at 90%.
Oh my god, that is clutch. It's so clutch.
Oh my god. This is looking not good here for our survivors, as Kenji will take a M1 here. Now unhooking our last survivor is going to be a bit scary. Ruin is in play here. If Ditter is the one working the gen, I feel like it's going to be a bit tough. And honestly,
something
Wretched,
I just realized, if Wretched, I was just going to say, if Wretched was popped early in the trial, I think that gen would have popped.
Yes, Wretched Fate value right here. That 33% gen slowdown on Ditter is coming in clutch right now. Oh my.
Oh, unlucky losing the 50 there.
Ditter does get the pull here on Luminous. It's very important here that Mate gets probably like not gonna lie.
We get the grab as well.
Yeah, and we get the really close hook to the gen. And we're gonna break this pallet, making this tile here at 3 a lot less safe. I was gonna say, if I was Mate here, I'd be looking for it as an elimination. Even if it's like Ditter and the kill and they're on Wretched. Like, you want to turn this into a 1v2 as quickly as possible to get our 4k1. We're gonna send an orb here to one of our hexes. Perhaps we could catch Ditter trying to get rid of the Wretched, but I think at this point the survivors are not going to bother with hexes, Phoenix.
I'm not gonna lie, earlier when Ditto was death hook and had to come off hook and was trying to take a hit with BT, when he eventually did run off, wouldn't it have been better to just down him and then take the kill to make it a 2v1 as soon as possible?
Possibly, but I mean that would have like again, then you'd have to wait out the BT, and then potentially they have to, you know, enter chase player on the resource. We know someone just let go of the gen based off that sparking noise, and we see our other survivor, both survivors here, one pressuring the gen, one pressuring the unhook. Mate stuck here, trying to play around both of these. Like, this is a tough situation to be in, Phoenix. It's a very scary situation. I would be stressing here if I was the killer, but it is a very doable situation. I feel like
I feel like with Deja, it's gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, the gen here at 70%, Phoenix, like almost 75%. Ooh, when we do secure, like they do not get the unhook. Yeah, so now it's a 1v2 with a gen at 75%. No other gen has progress. Ruin is in play. And I must say, Phoenix, Ruin in a 1v2 is so oppressive.
I'm not gonna lie, I need to start considering Ruin more. I didn't even... See, I've never been a fan of Ruin on... oh my god, the dodge was clean. Well played by Luminous. See what I mean? Like, both sides have like this understanding of the Lich's mechanics.
Mate with the mind game.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, like, our survivors have played exceptionally well. So our killer, this is a very tight, like, it was very close, honestly. Like, that last gen could have very easily popped. It was like 90% when that pain res hit.
The most clutch pain res, yeah. And it was the difference of, like, I earlier spoke about Blood Fever as an example of a perk to bring instead of Wretched. Imagine you know, May brought Blood Fever, and then you just end up popping the gen sooner. It becomes...
It's hard to
becomes
it's hard to
hits,
judge
becomes outs.
the opportunity cost, right? Because on one hand, you could also have a very fast chase with Blood Favor. Oh
Oh,
my!
he messed up the tech. He's trying to do attack unlucky.
Will we get the down
There's
here
a
on
tech
Trigger?
where if you try, I
Ooh.
like the use of the
Yeah,
zoning
Mage
skills
Hand.
there.
Oh, we don't make it. We do not need to use the Mage Hand. That Ditter goes down, which means we only have Luminous left in the trial, and they are currently walking around. They just left the gen, and they are walking towards like the 8 side of the map. We might catch them. They are injured. So all we have to do is
I
follow maybe the
honestly
pools of
thought,
blood, and we will find our survivor.
I honestly thought if oh my days. Sorry, I'm so caught up in the heat of the moment. I
No,
lost myself and
it's
interrupted
fair.
you a
This
little bit.
was
Do go on.
It's like I was just gonna say we are going to be entering our last chase here, and that's down on Luminous after that very well put Mage Hand. Will secure us a 4K1 here for Arkham Phoenix. What do you think of a 4K1 result on Lich?
I won't lie. Lich being such an out skill, well, normally Lich is a stage skiller, but I want to say on this map, it could be. I feel like if both the survivors and the killers are very, very locked in, it's between. I want to say it's between 6 and 8 stages, but honestly, it could. There is potential for a 4K, 4K1, 4K2 if we play very aggressively and we can get some tags. And maybe if the survivors make a few mistakes, maybe the killer realizes on the potential of survivor mistakes. I also noticed the usage of Trickster's Glove and Boots of Speed. I think that's what got us the down on the Jake. I think if we didn't have those 2 add-ons equipped, it would have been close. I mean, we would have been stunned by the Jake. And also another thing to note, if Dinner lasted a little bit longer, Luminous had Deja and Resi, so that's 9%. Plus 6%, that's 15%.
That is true.
Bonus repair speed.
That was very.
If Dinner lasted just a little bit longer and the killer, committed that, maybe the gen would have popped.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, it was a very close game. It was so close to being 4K0, even potentially outs. Because, like, if you think about it, right, you had a Pain Rest hitting the gen. You had 1 survivor on hook, two survivors. The gen finishes, right, with 1 injured survivor, 1 healthy survivor. They could play for both gates and potentially, like, get outs there because the killer has to pressure 1 survivor if we did finish that last gen. But, like, very well played there by Mate, securing that Pain Rest coming in clutch, and Wretched Fate pulling in extremely massive value that game. I feel like Wretched Fate was a game-winning perk there, Phoenix.
I honestly think Thrill as well. Well, I mean, obviously in combination with each other, but
altogether, like Thrill, Ruin, Wretched is just miserable for the survivor, especially the Obsession. Like, it takes ages to get rid of the Hex, and like if you don't, you're at the 33% like repair speed Malice. Like, you're not getting gens done, and then if you have to let go of the gen, there's Ruin. Like, kind of tough.
100%. And also, I just want to point out the mechanics on both sides have been impressive. I mean, we saw May understood the mechanics of Fly Vault. I believe it's the one where you can reverse. You could basically, the Lich will appear as if they've gone completely through Vault, but they end up reversed and end up on the other side by the end of the animation. It's hard, that one, because sometimes if you get the timing right, you can just body block the survivor.
Yeah.
If they do end up vaulting, or if they do end up waiting before vaulting, it's very dangerous.
I see. What a cool tech. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm not a super into Lich gamer, so like you being here, Phoenix, and like enlightening me on all of these cool little nuances with Lich is very cool. And I mean, it's very cool with the killer. I mean, this killer has like 4 spells, a lot going on with their power, so it's very cool to see and learn about all of these like little techs. But with
100%.
that, we're going to have to wait for a bit as we set the lobby up for Explicit's killer, who's going to be playing for a win condition of 4K2 and a tie condition of 4K1. Is going to be a bit, I don't know, Phoenix, like for a killer like Lich, I would say this would be a bit of a harder win condition to hit. But hey, Mate kind of showed us like, hey, this killer can 4K. Like for all we know, Explicit has a very amazing Lich up their sleeve. I'm very excited to see, and I'm sure you are too, Phoenix. But we will be right back.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's always fun seeing everyone play and having all of these teams to come out to play. Like, a big props to everyone and both teams. But we will be right back as we get the lobby set up, and we will see you guys momentarily.
Welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4, Week 1 main bracket, Arkham versus Explicit, Match 2 with Explicit's Killer versus Arkham Survivors. Here we are on the Lich set with Physics. Oh, very clean, the physics there, making sure we're keeping our position, you know, not falling down any holes, but also not giving the Survivor too much distance, making sure they don't make too many risks. Oh my god, we make that hit, well played. What do you think of the build so far? I'm loving the use of Blood Favor here, and especially with the win con. I think it's really good use here, really good choice.
No Wretched this time, but like once again, Blood Favor, crazy hacks. It can it can shorten chases by such a large margin if you get the value out of it. But you know, without Wretched Fate here, like the gens might be pumping quite a bit after that. You know, gens 2, 3, 4, and 5 might be pumping quite a bit without that 33% slowdown on that Obsession. But we have a win condition here of 4k2 with a tie condition of 4k1 Phoenix on the Lich. What do you feel about that? Do you think Physics can do it?
I'm honestly pretty keen to see how it goes. However, this chase I think is taking a little while, and yeah, Physics knows it already. We gotta leave. Because from what I can see, the Survivors are being very gen efficient. We're splitting 3 gens at the start, and that's the kind of thing you want to see.
Yeah.
It was actually the kind of advice RT was given from the casters. No, sorry, it was one of the things we were complimented on in one of our Lich sets was the gen efficiency such as this. And I think with the win they have, this is really good. And also good use of skulls. Nice, I'm 2-tap, unfortunately.
Oh my god, as Lear does go down to the skulls into M1 here at the pallet. Very well played. A gen finishes in the background. The question is, will any mate get this main plan done before the Pain Ras hook? And the answer is yes.
Oh my god. That timing was insane. You know what? Fair play.
Oh
This is going to be rough. I think it's going to be one of those things where you have to what's the word? You have to utilize Ruin to its extent. You have to use every perk you can, right?
Yeah.
But things like early pools, which I think is actually a really clever decision here.
I mean,
it takes the pressure.
The early pull is like I mean, it was a dangerous hook, right? It's like hook in the middle of the map, so like it's very defendable. So if you're able to get that pull and get it with the Survivor being able to like get to somewhere safe and get to a better death spot, then perhaps it's a good idea here. Remember, our win condition is 4k2 with the tie condition of 4k1. If the Survivors pop,
the skulls were a little early there.
It is a win, and they do get the reset on Lara, and the skulls unfortunately did miss Phoenix, but we do take Shack Pallet for that, as any mate here on the Tari is in chase.
Okay, I think if we can, maybe we can get a bit of, you know, hit and run. I don't think the Survivors are going to give tags for free though. But
Ooh.
Despite that, we have bought a bit of time before the tag here, but maybe we can hit and run and pressure the gens a little bit, force the Survivors. I mean, with Ruin up, you can do as much as you need. You have like this pretty decent gen spread where you can just force the Survivor off this gen, force the Survivor off that gen. And you have, I mean, it's possible, right? Like, I feel like a 4k2 win con is doable, but with the pressure the Survivors have right now, with 4 Survivors alive in the trial, I don't know. It's looking grim.
Yeah, I would be terrified right now. We did see a Crow take off, by the way, at the 8th side of the map, so we do know a Survivor's somewhere there, but we did not commit. Instead, we're committing Knight here on the Claude in main. Will we hit the skulls? The answer is no, as Claude skillfully dodges all of the 5 skulls. I believe it's 5 or 6 skulls. But, ooh, we're going to drop that chase as Claude drops the pallet, and we're going to go back towards our gens here, Phoenix. I don't know. This is rough, because, like, if you're holding, like, a gen spread such as this with Ruin, right, every time you engage with one of the Survivors, other Survivors are going to hop onto those gens to prevent that regression. So if you're going to enter chase, you at least want to take something from the chase. Even if it's, like, a pallet like this, which is good here, or even a health state, I think that's...
Deplete?
Yeah. If we're able to slowly play, like, we could slow down the game a lot with Ruin, and if we're able to successfully do that, we can slowly deplete the Survivors of resources until they are forced to take very difficult chases here, but very good tag here on the Lara. The pallet, unfortunately, at 1 is still down for Physics, but how will Lara play this? It's not the safest style. She opts to go back into main Phoenix. Oh, I think they wanted to cancel.
I know it was,
Spancel.
yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to spancel the skull into the I think either they were trying to tap skull and then M1 through the pallet, which is an M1 spancel, or they were trying to shoot skulls a little bit later.
But Phoenix, a gen does
a little
pop,
bit late.
and I'm afraid another gen is on the verge of going here as Knight on the Claude smashing out that 11 gen. And we are at our tie condition now, Phoenix.
Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, no, this is... it's one of those where you could maybe, with a win condition like this, I think with the 2-tap on Lara, despite the time that was spent at the start of the trial, with the 2-tap on Lara, you could maybe play for a 4k 1 Tycon, maybe getting Lara out, and when there's 1 gen left, just playing super, like, aggressively on the hit and run sort of playstyle, like 4-6-5 off of gens with the Ruin. But it's hard because you don't know how the game's going to turn out. You don't know whether or not you have a 3-gen left if you did commit for that to null out, or how the survivor will play, if they'll even allow themselves to be tunneled out. Maybe they'll be hit tanks. You don't know. It's rough, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we could see here that the survivors are currently, like, Tori and Tap were doubling a gen. Claude lurked for the unhook, getting the reset now on Lara. When she goes back to healthy, tunneling her out will be twice as hard with that extra health state. So
100%.
Oh, very good win on that.
Unlucky on the double back.
Yeah, Physics winning that mind game. And we will get another pain res here.
Looks like things are going to be tense and, dare I say, physical with one survivor. Sorry, with Knight on a gen, and I believe that was Ator that just screamed as well on another. And we do, I believe, yep, that's Leah sneaking in for the pull. Now, do we get it? Oh my god, we're gonna get it.
Yeah, we have Lear sneaking in for the pull, and we do have Knight and Atior doing the gens in at 9 and 7, which are both about 50%. We do get the tab on Knight, and we're gonna opt to drop the chase here and going to go back to our generators, going to check them. Very good game sense here by Physics, because that generator at 7 we have Physics has not seen in a bit, and they did last time they did see it, it had a bit of progress. And it looks like Ruin has managed to take it down quite a bit as we do spot tap here. Oh, we do get the hit on Atior.
Oh my days.
Triggering Blood Favor. Wait, this is
oh
very
no,
scary.
That's slow walking as well.
They do have this pallet a bit out of range of the Blood Favor, but we do have Mage Hand. Will we get the down here, Phoenix? What do you think?
Oh my god, he read it. 90 MS. Oh my days. Okay, so I believe with Physics 90 MS, it's a little bit, well, I mean, not to say everything is being reliant, of course, but it does play a factor in things, and I'm not, like, obviously I was just like, yeah, it was more so the timing and expertise of the killer and the survivor, but I do think the pain played a little bit of a role there with that hit. Regardless, that was almost crucial, getting that pain res.
Yeah, that was a game-changing hit potentially, as it does give us a pain res, and it and it sends our gens a bit further back in their progress. We do see Lara. This is big. If we could kill Lara here, Lear has to get a good chase here, because if Lear dies, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot to play for that 1v3. She wins the 50. Where will Lear go? I think they still have the pallet here, but they're gonna go upstairs. Oh, will we see Skull? I think we already sent Skull's Phoenix. Never mind. We do get the M1. No drop. Blood Favor trigger, so we don't get the drop anyway. But we're gonna opt to have to leave the chase, as we have to go back to our gens to make sure that.
I agree with the sleeve. I won't lie.
I mean,
I think they were tripling that.
No, they were doubling it, I think. Wait, no, maybe they were tripling it. Oh, they were tripling it. So the leave was pretty strong here, as the gen is about 60% Phoenix. Oh my.
That was really good macro sense by Physics there. But will it be enough, especially with Clean Break proccing in the background on Lara? I mean, I don't know.
All Lara has to do is...
You leave the gen for too long and they just hop back on it, right?
Yeah, and all Lara has to do
at the same time, they could just be...
We get a tag here and animate. Atior did get reset in the background, so I think it's Atior and Lara resetting at the moment. Atior and Lear.
I think this chase is taking too long, Mal. I think the last gen's gonna pop.
Oh my gosh, you're right, Phoenix.
It
That's the
does.
last jump up.
Oh my
And we
god.
do
Wait.
grab our survivor here.
Oh my days. That was a spicy double vault.
And
That was a little bit. We hit the L sender.
with that last jump popping, that gives this set win to Arkham. So now we are 1-1 here. I mean, with that, even if we did 4K1 here, we were at a tiebreaker. So we would have still ended up on our Ghoul set. But we will now be seeing Ghoul in our tiebreaker. What do you think of Ghoul, Phoenix?
I won't lie, I'm kind of keen to see a Ghoul set. Not too knowledgeable on the killer, but I've seen some Ghoul matches in the past, and they are very entertaining to watch. And I think there's a lot of the blood fever.
Sorry, what do you call that? A gate does open here as we take a hit here, and Lear, I think, is like taking final chase here. So to get their team their best result, as she is only worth 1 hook stage.
I still think
wait,
going. Wait, surely the fly. Does he know? Oh no, physics. No, we needed to. Oh no.
And the firecracker. Oh.
I think it would have been oh dear.
Yeah. Finishes our lich set with I believe that was like 5 hooks, 3 fresh. For physics.
That was a rough win con to me.
I mean, it's lich,
things
like
considered, but
like again, your expected stages on this killer, and the survivors very clearly were practiced on the set. Phoenix, what do you think? Like
you can see why they was the lich there. I'm keen to see the Ghoul as well, but
yeah, we know.
I do want to mention.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, you go. I was just gonna say, the coordination was really well done by I believe that was Arkham survivors there. They were very good. They knew what they were doing. They showed why they picked it, as well as Explicit with the Dracula. But yeah, they showed why they picked this killer, and I'm considering Ghoul's the tiebreaker. And I won't lie, these 3 killers feel like the kind of killers that have something in common about their kit. Like I feel like Dracula and Lich are very like if you play a lot of Dracula, you might like Lich, vice versa. So this is just like seeing 2 of the killers I most enjoy casting. It's been a pleasure, and I'm very keen to see the Ghoul.
That Arkham did pick Ghoul for their qualifiers and got a 4K2 twice, because they 4K2'd I believe against Almost, and Almost also got a 4K2, but they managed to win the rerun with another 4K2, with Almost getting, I believe, 8 stage 4 fresh or something like that, or 8 stage 3 fresh, sorry.
Ooh.
Exceptionally well on the Ghoul set, so I'm very excited to see them back in action on that Ghoul set, Phoenix. But yeah, we're gonna
be with you guys shortly.
Yeah, we're gonna get that lobby set up, and we're gonna get you this Ghoul game. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League with our main bracket week 1 of Arkham versus Explicit. Here we have our tiebreaker with Explicit on the Ghoul first, with Kenji playing their killer for them. I am joined with me once again by Phoenix. Phoenix, how are you? How are you feeling about their Ghoul here on Sufflepit? What do you think of the build? Any thoughts?
What? I wanted to say I'm not a big fan of the build, but I think at the same time Ruin is in now that I think about it, Ruin with Ratchet on Ghoul was really good, especially with the whole, you buy it.
Yeah.
They're basically forced to get off the gen, right?
Yeah.
I won't lie, one of the builds caught me off guard, which was any mates who currently has Duty of Care equipped, but from what I recall, oh my god, speaking of, we've been caught in chase. From the last I recall from Elysium's scrims, Duty of Care only works on M1, and if the Ghoul bites the person that's taking a hit or a body block, for the tunnel out, it doesn't actually give the survival distance because Judy only works for M1, not for M2.
I guess
Unless
like
they
if
change something.
I guess like if Ghoul does bite the survivor, the bite does have a lot longer like recovery than an M1. So if Ghoul is biting a hit-taking survivor, the person being hit taken 4 has a bigger time to make distance. But if he does M1 the hit-taking survivor, Duty of Care activates, and I guess the person gets the haste bonus, right? So I guess it's like it kind of balances out. But it is an interesting perk here, and I do enjoy Duty of Care. It is a cool perk. But
I agree. I mean,
we do have our first injury.
we're back in chase with anime. Speaking of,
What do you think with no corrupt here on Suffle 1?
Life coming in clutch here. I'm not a. I want to say I'm not a big fan of it, but at the same time, I kind of understand because it is cool. But the survivors have been playing their stealth really well. I mean, Kenji has been struggling to find a survivor other than Anime. Like, we've been wandering around the map and we've just the communication, the coordination has been on point.
Yeah?
Maybe Kenji needs just a slightly more sweaty and brighter reshade to catch survivors of God, but now the stealthing's just been immaculate.
Not the
Free running and
reshade
things like that.
Phoenix. But I mean, the survivors are doing a really good job here. They're probably working like the gens like near where they spawn, right? Because once again, we don't have corrupt there. They can just hop onto the gens like up here on their side of the map. They don't have to cross right away, and they can start pressure. But like we've seen Ruin 3 out of 3 of the previous games, and it's gotten massive value 3 out of 3 of the games, as well as Thrill. So like
the patience with the leap there.
yeah, we could potentially see like Ruin value here.
Oh my god.
Eating away our chance. Very good stun here by Aitor. Yeah. And also we do have a satchel as our add-on here, Phoenix, which means our third leap is significantly faster. I believe 30% faster than our other 2 leaps.
I think you mean the coffee, right?
No, coffee is just speed in general. The satchel is third leap.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So leap number 3 is going to be very fast.
Yeah, that makes
See how
sense.
fast that was? And Lara does finish the gen here at 1, bring us to 4 gens remaining. Oh, what a stun!
Oh, that's unlucky.
What do you think right now, Phoenix? I think our survivors, if I were the survivor team, I would be really happy with the position we're in. Sure, we have 3 injures, but it's Ghoul, right? The injures come quickly and easily. But, oh no, Lear.
Oh,
But with a gen
I
being
feel like
finished...
every time Kenji swung... Oops, sorry, yeah?
I was gonna say, with the gen being finished before our first down, I think that's a pretty good spot to be in. But you were saying about Kenji swinging?
I just noticed something. My days, 2 gens are gonna pop in the back. Oh, no, I spoke... Wait, no, 1 gen. Okay. I was thinking of the time things. Although there is a gen that does look scarily to popping. I was gonna say, with the swinging through pallets, I a couple of those times, it was just... I feel like I believe it was... Yeah, it was Leah that read it pretty well, but against... Oh my days, a gen in the background. Against Aitor earlier, they were the same amount of ping. They were both 64 MS, but not that the ping matters too much because it does come down to reaction time at the end of the day, and they reacted really well to that swing. At the same time, though, it did get the down on Lara, and Leah has managed to be reset and is now gone from Kenji's side.
Very good for them. This allows them to potentially re-stealth and avoid a tunnel out here. And we do hear Ace, and... Oh no, it's Tap, my bad. We do miss the M1 on that fastball.
Unlucky.
We do get the
Do we
down
get the
here on
downtime?
Tap.
We do. Nice.
As Tap is on the floor, still broken from that for the people.
We have caught Leon rather. Again, I don't know if the tunnel out is necessarily in the books, but I think it is in bad play, especially with everyone injured. I mean, if you can somehow make something happen, get Lee out of the trial, maybe with Ruin in the background, you can somehow have a... Oh, that was really good down too. I think with the amount of pressure they have,
We spotted another survivor, Phoenix. This is looking scary. 2 slugs, 2 injured. Well, 3 slugs, 3 injured, 1 slug right now. But we do know where 2 of those survivors are. We're checking the locker, but no, Kenji.
I don't believe any mate went in the locker. Oh, we do get
Unfortunate.
all the life, I say.
Ooh. We're
Maybe we need a
opting to
better
slug
hairset as
Lara
well as a
here?
better reshade.
Okay, Phoenix. I mean, they could be trying to
I will
like
say that.
outplay head on, I guess. Like, you never know, but whoa,
True.
what a hit on this.
I'll say though, Kenji's mechanics have not been too bad at all, and I think even though the survivors have been playing against the Kenji's mechanics, I think
Yeah,
it's honestly really I'd love watching duel sets. So things like this are very fun to watch, especially with this recent patch. I've heard how well frustrating Ghoul is to play at the moment. So
I mean,
to allow this
I
into the
think the
Tyrant card.
reception. I think the reception on it, Phoenix, is 50-50. I've seen some ghouls really say like they love the new patch, but I've also had
really?
ghouls, yeah, I've also seen ghouls say like it's very frustrating. But I guess it's just something to get used to. It's just a change, and everyone has to adjust. And I think that the patch was involving like the stickiness of the aim, right? Like how much it auto aims. Ooh, like right there, I'm pretty sure
we get the
that
ammonia
was.
as well.
I'm pretty sure because of the patch, they don't get the bite there in Itar.
Also, something else I noticed that we do. Oh, the rotations are coming in. Okay,
We're getting
we have spot here.
yeah, we're getting injure after
very-
injure here, Phoenix.
I'm very curious about this playstyle. We are going for the hit and run a little bit. I think the greeting for the slug earlier and going for more than one kind of set us back a little bit. But with the amount of injuries we're getting, and with this, we're pressuring survivors off the gens, making them run around a little bit, run from one to another.
Yeah, getting the ruin.
It's not necessarily a bad plan.
Oh, we do get the bite there to go in a rage farm for our third lead, but it does not put Lara in deep wounds. It doesn't give her that big speed boost and that big slowdown for Kenji, as we do get the down, and that secures our second stage of the trial here as Lara goes down, and we're going to opt to pick here and hook onto this pain res likely. And we do pain res a gen, and it does hit Ace's gen, which is about 40% all the way in main. I think Phoenix, like, the play on the slugs was valid. Like, we had 2 slug, 2 injured. If we catch a third person and down them, it could have very much snowballed into a 4 slug situation here for a 4k2, which I think is a very valid way to, like, very valid attempt, considering, like, how strong of the starts the survivors had.
Oh, we read the line as well.
Oh
Something
my.
else I noticed as well is, especially with the slug that we had, the slugging play that we had earlier, we were able to force the survivors off gens, and the gen pressure doesn't seem to be anything insane right now, especially with anime trying to cleanse these totems and getting pushed off of every single time. We're not getting as much gen pressure as we'd like to. We're trying to cleanse the and so we're not like affected as much by worrying about playing injured and being able to reserve some of the progress that we have. But Kenji's just playing the macros game really well here.
Yeah, Kenji's doing a really good job pulling this game back into their control, as we do have a bunch of injures. We do have Animates still slugged here, about almost halfway through their bleed out bar, Phoenix.
Oh,
What a bite through
getting
the
the
wall.
injure there.
No injure, but we do get
Yeah, not
enraged from
playing
it.
PTB Ghoul.
Not the PTB ghoul biting through the wall, Phoenix. But one thing to note is that here in main, we do have the window door, the breakable wall by window broken, and the pallet by that main generator has been also broken. So it's a lot less safe of an area for our survivors to play at. And we do get another swing through the pallet by Kenji as Knight goes down, unable to drop in time. Oh my.
That was really well played. I honestly, I feel like the M1 mechanics have been like some of those. I don't know. A part of me is like, oh, he's gonna swing through that, and Kenji just doesn't swing. And I'm like, you know what? If I was playing Survivor here, I would have been, I would have been falling for every little trick in the book. But nah, like both sides have been.
They do make it with the life, but that was.
Oh my days.
I don't know, Phoenix. What do you think of this if we get a bite here on Lear? Animate once again slug. I mean, we could very potentially play for a bleed out on Animate at like very soon. What do you think, Phoenix? Like, if we don't hook Animate and they bleed out, we're gonna lose a fresh hook and we're gonna get awarded
we're starting to read
and a firecracker.
We are starting to read the swinging a little bit.
Very good.
As such.
But we lose the 50,
Oh, my
and
days.
that will be our turn.
So-
2 chance remaining. But I was saying, Phoenix, if Animate does bleed out, that's only 1 hook stage awarded. But still, like, if we get a 4K2, even with a fresh bleed out, that just means there won't be a tie condition. But a win condition of 4K3 is pretty strong. Oh, sorry, win condition
100%.
4K2.
I mean,
yeah.
if we can get kind of 4K2, I feel like the survivors would be
Ooh.
very happy
Okay,
with that as
Caster's
well.
Curse right here as the main
to have a
generator
gen-
does finish.
I feel like if we can pop, I feel like popping 5 gens is doable here. I'm not gonna lie, although we do have clean break off at the moment, and I mean,
Phoenix
you
Iris,
can't just
not
like
clean
buy with
break, it is
demand.
for the people from the looks of things.
Oh, you're right.
And they
I've
do go down.
completely lost
It's okay.
completely lost track of it.
We're not on
That's
a
okay.
Lich set anymore. We're on a Ghoul set, Phoenix. So we have a bit more of a variety of perks available. But we did see that our survivors were resetting in main, getting our 99 resets off here and going to sneak. Hopefully towards the hook or towards another gen to get the pressure in. We do have 1 generator remaining with a generator here at 6, a generator at 9 from the looks of things. And where is our last generator? Our
Famous
generator
hit the gen at 9 as
2.
well.
Oh my. Gen at 9 is not ideal as it's
With
between it's between all of the other 2 gens, right? It's in the middle. We want to be pressuring probably the gen at 2 and the gen at is that 6? Yeah, 6. Oh, we do see a survivor
As
at
well as that,
10.
I feel like I don't know, this holding this cross is, although we are going to go for the buy. I was going to say holding this cross.
Is
No,
very
we're not going for the buy.
I think holding the
I've
cross
been
is very
bamboozled
strong.
as well as the
No,
survivors have
if
been.
they go for the bite here, it's potentially that the other survivor can swoop in and get the unhook, right? Because of that long recovery from the bite. It looks like Aitor might go second here, Phoenix. This would be very good here for Kenji. I don't know. This is looking like it could be anyone's game. We could get that last gen finish. We could have a 4K1, maybe a 4K0 as Aitor does go second. We're going to commit now for that bite. And we do get it as we put Knight into that deep wound. And this is going to force Animate to have to go and pull Aitor, pulling them away from their gens, getting the regression happening with Ruin. Another thing to note is that Aitor here is also our Wretched Fate. They're our Obsession because they have stolen the Obsession with For the People.
That's true. I mean, if you kill the death. Well, I mean, I was just gonna say, if you like the hit and run isn't necessarily a bad play at all on
Yeah.
these survivors, especially
And-
considering the Obsession has a 30% repair speed
Yeah,
debuff,
A
which will be
33%
huge
repair
for
speed.
Kenji. Yeah.
Malice is crazy. But we also
33%,
see that Aitor is also running Second Wind, which is a very popular combo with For the People. As they do heal to healthy after that broken status goes away 20 seconds after they're unhooked, with the condition of having to have healed someone beforehand. But, ooh, we try a triple leap. Do not
that was
quite get
almost
the
clean.
window block. If we got in the window block there, Phoenix, I think that would have been crazy.
I think that would have been top 10 or far moments of Blood Rush League. I put that in clip of the week, put that on your YouTube channel, but it was almost clean. I won't lie though, the Ruin has been doing God's work. It's
In
been
all 3 sets, Phoenix.
it's 100%. I mean, the way Kenji's been pressuring the survivors off the totems and the gens, just like the macro game has been immaculate. I do also want to say the survivors have been playing their chase as well, but I think
Not quite a swing
speaking
through
of the
there.
survivors playing their chase as well,
The blind does not
maybe
go
cast
through.
his blessing instead of a curse.
Oh my. Caster's Curse for Kenji, I think, Phoenix,
Ooh.
but a blessing for our survivors here in Arkham.
100%. Now, I do believe with like we have two people injured. I think from what I'm seeing throughout the draft, we've been prioritizing the resets on the Deathloop survivor. And, oh, okay.
Ooh.
This is looking a little scary. I won't lie.
Aitor did get that reset off of Second Wind, so they are fine. Oh, but I think, sorry, yeah, you're probably, I think they did get injured and healed again, my bad. But like keeping it a 1v3 is very important, because if it's in a 1v2 here, I genuinely feel like if we were in a 1v2, there's no way a gen pops. Like, I don't think it's possible, Phoenix.
Right? Yeah, like it would really, they would heavily rely on the killer's mistakes in order for a 1v2 to allow, or a 1v3 to allow a gen to pop. But oh my god, we
There's
did get
our
quite
TTP
huge
bite
for them.
through the wall. Like, yep.
Oh, okay. Something else I've noticed though is we have run into Knight, who is just passing through the 12
Oh,
mid
this
side
is
of the
not
map,
good
and
for our survivors. Knight will be getting grabbed off a pallet here, and that will oh, we're gonna
oh
up the
no, there was a
slug?
missed skill check in the background as well.
Yeah. So we
I believe
have
there was yeah.
we have Animate on the generator here by 9 at about 33%. It's looking a bit rough here for the survivors. It's not looking like it's going. The last gen going to pop. It's what do you think, Phoenix? 33% ruin, 1 slug to injure, with one of the injured people
No,
being
yeah,
dead.
no. Honestly, for last gen pops, I did my a little bit eager with the swing, but I can understand the pressure that we just faced. Thing is, this is a very short pallet. Did we make that?
Animate does go
No,
down.
we don't. There wasn't even a pallet there.
Pallet
It was
has been broken,
earlier.
Phoenix, and we are right next to a pain
At the
rest
very
up here.
least, I think they were trying to make that spot.
Yeah,
That is true, yeah, and I think
we are cashing in our second to the last pain rest. We have one more pain rest in the bank here, Phoenix, and I believe it's Knight's pain rest. I might be wrong, but I think this is an extremely good position. Like, with one pain rest left in a 3-gen scenario with Wretched Fate and
with
Return
Wretched
up,
still
like,
active as well.
I don't know how to feel, Phoenix, but it's
I think
looking
you build
grim for the
this.
survivors.
I think you build like this. Just I believe in tier 1 balancing, Thrill, Wretched is banned, but on like tier 2 and onwards, it is allowed. And from what I can see, it's the way the killers have been utilizing it, especially on the Lich sets and the Ghoul set here. Oh my, yeah, Kenji's proud of himself. I'm not gonna lie.
Kenji is
The movement has been very clean.
yeah, and they're swinging. They're swinging through these pallets have been paying off. Like, very well played by them. I feel like if I was trying to do something like this, I would have gotten pallet stunned like 30 times.
I won't lie. I think the way with the movement, they were able to gain sort of they were able to preserve their momentum on these pallets. So when they do get the swing, the survivor doesn't have enough distance to drop the pallet in time, or at the very least react in return to what the killer's doing. It's a little rough because you don't want to show the survivor where you're going. You never want to give the survivor an exact confirmation which side you're going to play, which side you're going to. Well, you can't really double back as much, but you don't want to give the survivor the confirmation. But yeah, the movements are clean, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It looks like
it's
we're
looking
entering our
over. It's
final
looking
chase here
very
for
over.
a 4K1 for Kenji and Explicit. Ooh, a bit of a whip there.
Ooh.
Oh, and we get them sliding onto the
Ooh,
pallet.
okay.
4K1
Yeah,
on the
I was-
Ghoul, Phoenix.
I'm not-
What do you think about this? Like,
Look, a 4K2's been done in the past.
yeah,
Blunder
I
Rush
mean,
League.
Arkham literally did it on their
matches.
qualifier match, like, twice.
Right?
So,
I feel like, you know, if anyone can do it, I feel like Arkham can do it, but it's going to be tough, right?
I mean, we've seen Explicit survivors. I mean, again, both teams are very, 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 very talented and very good. So, like, yeah, it's honestly, I'm very excited to see. I still think it's anyone's game, Phoenix. As poor Dwight here gets moried by Kaneki. Oh my.
I know you didn't mean for it to sound like it, but when you said, I mean, we've seen explicit survivors, for a moment there, I was like, now hold on, what do you mean by that? Obviously, I know you didn't mean it in a malicious way, but that did let out a little chuckle for me.
Explicit survivors are very like these guys are crazy good. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Like
100%.
we've seen it on the Dark Lord set yesterday. We've seen it on the Lich sets earlier. We've seen it on
The amount of times I've been glazing these survivors is.
I think that
I'm
the
not
glaze
gonna
is
lie, the glaze has been going around. I've been doing tricks on it.
the glaze is deserved, Phoenix. Like, these guys are absolutely cracked. Like, I mean, it's wonderful to have them here in Blood Rush League. It's always lovely to see people come out here and play and show us just how crazy people are at this game. But I don't know. We're gonna have to see how they handle Arkham's Ghoul with a 4K2 win condition and a 4K1 tie condition here for the match on our Ghoul tiebreaker. So I'm very excited to see how it goes, Phoenix, and we'll be back in a bit as we get that lobby set up.
Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket of week 1 here on season 4 with Arkham versus Explicit. This time we have Arkham's killer here coming in with Mate on the Ghoul. We've seen Mate play Ghoul for them in qualifiers, getting a 2 4K2s, and their win condition now being, being a 4K2. I don't know. I'm expecting great things here from Mate. They've played really well in past, so I'm very excited to see them back on the Ghoul with a 4K2 win condition and a 4K1 tie condition. I'm joined with you by Phoenix here as we got a bite here on Luminous very quickly into our game. Phoenix, how are you? And what do you think of the game, our build, and our win con?
I'm kind of hyped for this. I mean, especially with this being, this team's pretty confident set, I want to say. I think Luminous was maybe partially intentionally wanting to be seen in a sense, because we know Luminous is pretty strong. I cast his curse. I was
Okay,
say,
Phoenix,
Luminous
wait to
had
jinx
pretty
Luminous
strong
like that.
chases.
Like, wait to jinx Luminous.
That
But
is-
we know Luminous is a juicer. We've seen them like go crazy, but unfortunately, Mate just kind of got them on that pallet. Oh my! So we got our first Phoenix. What do you think of our build, Phoenix? With I think it's pretty much the same build as our previous duel, except instead of satchel, we have handkerchief.
I kind of understand the handkerchief value there because it is suffer and you want to get as much reach as you can. I do wonder if it'll get any value when going for things like little vault blocks. I don't agree with. Oh wait, no, maybe I was gonna say I don't agree with it going edge map there, but after seeing this build, it kind of makes sense. Although we are
Very much
kind of
so.
corner.
Guys,
It
we have
does
two
have
Z
smash
walls.
here, yeah.
We have 2 Z walls, guys. 2 Z walls. Ditter's got this, I believe.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
Oh dear. Oh dear.
unlucky.
2 Z walls is crazy. I'd be suing somebody immediately about that. Oh, the rotation.
2 Z walls next to
The
each other in the edge
ability.
map. But we do catch Kenji on our gen here. That is at 90%. Ruin's gonna start ticking that down. We could see a life from the looks of things, and they do have a firecracker. Will we get the bite?
The zoning of the life there was huge. Oh, and we get the.
No bite,
Fall
no,
through.
and no.
Oh
and
no,
one.
we've been ordained.
Ooh, the firecracker does go down,
Oh
but
dear,
does
we've
not
been
connect.
ordained.
Wait, Kenji is kind of cooking right now. Oh, they lose the 50 though, and they take an M1 for it. Very unlucky for Kenji, but well played by Mate. Do we get the cut off here? Kenji immediately double backing.
Nah.
Kenji kind of cooking. I mean, they are the Ghoul player for Explicit, so they do know this killer and what they can do. And we did see
I
last.
also saw Kenji was. Oh, I was just gonna say I saw Kenji was cooking a little bit on the lich. I mean, as much as I've glazed Luminous a little bit, Kenji did, and whether intentionally or not, did counterplay some of the mechanics from the other team and playing around the lich's sort of niches. So I think, yeah, having Kenji and Chase is huge for them. I am very surprised we didn't go back to Luminous though for a potential tunnel out, but I do
Luminous
understand the whole
hasn't gotten
spreading the
reset.
pressure kind of thing.
We did get another Pain Rust
That
from it.
is
A
true,
Jet does
man.
finish in the background. Luminous has not gotten reset, right? So they restyle, but are still injured. So they, unless they get reset, I feel like it's a bit tough. Ooh, looks like that's the one of the Walking Dead perks, Phoenix. I think Come and Get Me by Jill here.
It also hides the tunnel out scratch marks and
Yeah.
the grunts of pain and that kind of. I'm also noticing we're not.
Oh,
We're
Adam,
sort of playing for. Oh my days, we've been corny tagged a little bit.
well played by them.
We're playing for stages a little bit rather than having a particular tunnel out, which fair enough. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they're spreading the pressure.
Maybe they're like trying to
oh,
cash
no.
in as many Pain Rest ups as possible right away. But like I don't know, unless like what do you? what do you also think of the survivors here? Like every single time, I should bring this up. Every single time, Champion of Light. Every single game we've had, everyone has just hard ignored the totems and tried to play through Ruin Wretched or Ruin Blood Favor. What are your thoughts on this, Phoenix?
I kind of understand it because it's one of those things where, like, you spend. I feel like on a ghoul set, if you spend so much time cleansing, it could be the deciding factor between a gen popping and a gen staying. But at the same time, for example, when we had the Lich set and the double on the gen that got pain res that was so close to being a 4K zero, it was the kind of thing where Wretched being up was what costed them that gen popping, for example, what could have potentially costed them. I think builds like this are very impressive as long as we have Thrill of Fun.
Also, one thing to note is that Kenji is our current obsession, so their gen speed is going to take that 33% hit. They're going to be pretty much like, I don't know, like it feels like you're not getting any meaningful progress on the generator when you're hit by Wretched Phoenix. I'll be so for real, it's very depressing.
I won't lie though, I think with Counterforce, they might be able to make something happen. Like Thrill obviously slows down the cleansing progress, but we do see Counterforce on Kenji as well as Inner Strength. If we can maybe get a couple totems out of the way, I think that would be huge for them. Especially if you do find Wretched, I mean...
Luminous with a balanced landing after landing such an amazing balance stun there. You did say they were a juicer, and it looks like they were proving it as we drop Luminous and get a bite here onto Ditter.
Oh dear. Oh, actually no, this isn't a... This is actually a really good chase to be taking, especially with it being... I'd say a very decent decibel. You're far from... The only gens you're close to are the furthest possible point from a 3 gen, I want to say. Oh, actually, I did speak to Suze. Never mind. We do have a gen at 11 and a gen at 1/2 side. No, sorry, a gen at 2 side.
We did have Ditter's gen here being at like 90%. That I think gets Pain Rest. As we spend our last Pain Rest of the trial. We have 4 fresh hooks on the board right now with 4 hook stages. We've spent all 4 Pain Rest charges on our first 4 hooks, Phoenix. Like, do you think this is stronger than possibly getting a tunnel out?
I honestly, I feel like with the win con being so rough, I can kind of understand why Mate's playing a little bit more stage, playing for the stages a little bit, but I don't know if I agree with it. There's something else I had noticed that Mate did just before was using all 3 leaves consecutively when trying to go to the other side of the map. When you have something like Kitchif, it gives you more reach, it gives you more distance. It's kind of like using your Blight, if you play Blight, use your rushes and you bump a little bit to the closest object you can find. Unfortunately, we don't get to hit through the pallet.
Of course, Phoenix somehow manages to talk about Blight and a Ghoul set. Yeah, we do get the bite there on Adam despite the Champion of Light. Ooh. We catch Claude, we get the M1, and Claude uses that on to get a bit of distance. We are at 2 gens remaining, which is our win condition here, Phoenix. What do you think? With like 4 stages on the board but no tunnel out, win condition, 4K2, do you think we're gonna hit our tie condition?
I think the survivors is getting out, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I think not playing for a tunnel out so early into the match and immediately playing for stages, I don't think it was the play, but at the same time I can kind of understand the thought process behind spreading the stages a bit more, maybe spreading the pressure.
I think,
but
like,
I
feel like the idea behind it was to cash in those Pain Rest hooks very early, but like we are now at our tie condition. Another generator gets finished. 1 generator remaining here, Phoenix. But I believe our generator spread is very tight.
Side, we do, yeah, I was gonna say we do have a region that we can play around. I mean, it's not the... Oh no, I was just gonna say it's not the best region in the world, but actually it looks like a really good region for us here.
It looks like, what, 7-8-5? Yeah, that's crazy 3 gen. Like, especially in Ghoul. Like, you could get to each of these gens with like 2 jumps. Oh, and
we see Come and Get Me in the background, although we have spotted Claude in our vicinity regardless.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Do you see Adam on low court coming in for the... we didn't even swing for that, which I mean, yeah, true, it's more
I guess,
the scratch,
they were still had endurance.
Come and Get Me.
Come and Get Me value there, a bit, letting Kenji run all the way up top to get to their death spot. However, Borrowed Time has expired, and we will be going down for that. Our survivors here in the
Although
background,
we do
doubling a
see-
gen with 80% progress. We will get a hook and our first sacrifice. Unfortunately, our first sacrifice being our wretched fate
think the
target
gen's
is
gonna
not
pop now.
ideal. Do you think, Phoenix, as the gen
I
is
think-
at
I think the-
95%, 99%?
Oh no, we're popping.
Oh, we
That's,
are popping.
I believe that's the win. That's the set win.
Oh my. And that is a set win as they pop that generator. Well played by Explicit. I mean,
They sorry, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, these are their survivors played really well. Did you see Kenji's decision to just run straight top there? The pathing they took to get to that death spot to make it so that there's no way that Mate can get back to stop that gen is very well, like, crazy. I think the choice of not getting that tunnel out sooner might have been like a bit of the pain point here, as they did have like the manpower to have 2 people on a gen, 1 person lurking around to support the tunnel out, and it's, you know, which is significantly different from having just 3 people around for that last generator. We do get the down on Luminous as a gate opens.
Oh, hello. With
Well, we
can't
have
say
Adam
hello
here.
to. Unfortunately, we don't get the flash dance then. I do respect the attempt though, but Adam on low cortisol was just not on that flashlight save timing. Well, not the timing, sorry, it was just well, the killer was facing the wall. Oh, okay, getting
bit of
a
a
bit
beamer.
stylish with the
Do they? Yeah, they crawl out surely. Yes, poor
Oh,
Luminous is
okay.
sacrificed here in the background. But no, that is very well played by Explicit. Getting that win on the tiebreaker. I don't know, Phoenix.
and they've
that-
shown that and I can just show that, you know, for Ghoul being there, well, for how incredible they played on the Ghoul, they've shown that their survivor mechanics as well uphold their knowledge and their playstyle and their experience. It's incredible. Just yeah, I mean the death spots. But I do also want to say the Mate not going for a tunnel out also played a big part of this. Unfortunately, I think if I had to give any notes, it would have had to been. There were quite a few times in the. I can't remember off the top of my head who was playing. No, I think it was Mate that was playing Dwight in tiebreaker
No,
match
it was
one.
Animate. It was
There were
Animate.
a few times. Right. Anyway, there were a few times where they go for they kept like they were going for totems and they were getting interrupted quite a bit, which is rough. But I feel like if they were being more well, I mean, Kenji was also playing really well with pushing survivors off gens.
The generators were not really close to finishing. I think even if you collect all of that time that Dwight spent on totems and put it on a generator, I don't think another one pops. However, like, it is very unfortunate that they spent a lot of time on those totems without a totem popping. That's effectively time pretty much AFK. But yeah, I don't know. Like, both teams are absolutely insane. Like, dude, I'm still reeling over Arkham's Lich game. Like, their Mate really knows how
I'm
to
not
fucking
gonna
play
lie,
Lich.
the mechanics were were nice. I won't lie, Kenji's movement as well on those pallets were
I mean,
pretty neat.
it just goes to show Phoenix why these guys are out here competing. They're fucking, you know, I would say they're probably some of the best right now. Like, they're absolutely nuts. Very well played by them. So, yeah.
That was a phenomenal match. I won't lie, Drac and Lich are some of my favorite killer games to cast Ghoul as well. Blight being a favorite of mine, I did mention Blight a little bit earlier, but it's one of those things where I feel like any killer with the mechanically, I want to say a killer power that's like in some way, shape, or form involving like a variety in their kit or like some form of dash, things like that are really, they're very fun for me to cast. It's really good.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always fun casting the killers you personally enjoy playing. Like, I know I jump out of my seat whenever I see an unknown set get picked, and I'm like, I'm casting that. I have to cast that. It's unknown. I fucking love that killer. I love everything about that killer. Despite them being harmless, I I love casting unknown sets. So I definitely empathize with what you're feeling, Phoenix. And no, yeah, it's 10 times more enjoyable to cast a set that you're familiar with. But no, yeah, what do you like? I don't know what do you think of the gold matches? I think like they're crazy. Like both very well played by both teams. It was
I
very
won't lie.
close. Like, bro,
I won't lie.
Kenji.
Even in match one, even though yeah, sorry, yeah, Kenji. I was just gonna say, a couple of times Kenji was actually no, I can't remember if it was off the top of my head. I can't remember if it was Kenji or if it was Arkham's killer that sorry, if it was Mate or Kenji that pulled off. There were a couple of times where instead of trying to go for the cutoff and vaults, they would wait by the wall to see if they end up vaulting or not. And then like go like use the like the leap that they have left by like just before the cooldown ends and they've fatigue or can't use their leap. They would just flick to the other side and then try to cut them off after they vault. And it's like that. The patience was really good. Instead of going for the the cool TikTok farm, the TikTok clip of going for the vault block, they would wait a little bit and just see if they could vault to the other side and then try to cut them off a little bit.
I mean, like Kenji. I mean, also just a reminder from yesterday, Kenji was their Dark Lord, and they 4K2'd on the Dark Lord in Ironworks of Misery 2, which is I don't remember. I don't know if you remember, Phoenix. I know it's very early for us, and we were a bit sleepy. Alongside the technical difficulties, there were some insane Hellfire hits and some very strong Wolf bounces. Oh my, I don't know.
Oh yeah, the flicks. It was nasty. It was a little spicy. It was clean.
Really well, and I'm excited to see both teams play some more. We're gonna see Explicit move up into the main bracket. They're going to be playing against Lumora next, I believe. Which not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous, considering I'm on that team. And we still will see more of our lovely people in Arkham in the lower bracket, which still gives them a shot at getting more games in the tournament. So I'm very excited to see them, both teams, some more. Like these guys are excellent players. So yeah, we'll see you guys hopefully next time. Keep in touch if you want more updates on Blood Rush League matches, which will be announced very soon. Join our Discord. There is a upcoming matches channel, which will give you guys the time of when matches are coming up and what sets and everything. We will be organizing our week 2 matches. I think over the next few days. So we have a bunch more matches coming up as we have a quite large main bracket. I know week 1 was a bit we only had 2 matches for our first week, but that's because we had some extra teams joining last minute, so we kind of had to fill the bracket. But yeah, thank you all for being here, and if you guys are interested in some Nurse and Blight and maybe Dark Lord and Lich gameplay, check out Phoenix Plays on Twitch. That is Phoenix with a 1 instead of an I, I'm pretty sure. You could see them be toxic, sweaty comp Nurse and Blight mains in the pub lobbies, and maybe sometimes in a scrim or in a game. They're very cool. Check them out on Twitch, and thank you for casting me with me, Phoenix.
Likewise, also check out Mel_NZ. Very, very fun. Unknown main and also really talented on it. Quite a few niche killers I've seen, as well as a few others. I know your chat likes to make you play Billy quite a few times.
Bro,
and
I hate that.
Yeah,
I am dog shit on Billy. It just turns into Trapper once, Phoenix.
I won't lie. I've been thinking about playing Billy a little bit. I've been considering it.
I think you should try it. It's more S tiers for you, I guess.
Low-key, that 180 I hit in a show match, I've
fair enough.
Thinking about picking up Billy.
But
It'd be fun.
No, I want to see you play some Billy then, Phoenix. But yes, I'm Mal, and this is Phoenix. Thank you all for being here, and we'll catch you on our next game of Blood Rush League. Take care and have a great rest of the day. Bye!